I'm so thirsty. Where's my water bottle? Oh. That's our premium water. Hi, thanks for clicking on this video. Today I wanted to share with you guys my book haul. So let me give you a background that you didn't even ask for, but I'm gonna give it to you anyway. So my birthday is coming up and I've never like bought books in bulk for myself before because I don't know, I've just always been like, you know, not that I don't deserve it, it's just like, should I be spending money on this? Like, this doesn't make sense, blah, 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 blah. Because growing up, I never really had this opportunity, you know? I had to go to the library all the time whenever I wanted to read a book. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Shout out to the library. But I'm just saying that, like, it's something that I've always wanted to do, basically, is buy books in bulk. And I'm doing air quotes for in bulk because I didn't buy that many books because my heart just wouldn't let me. I was just like as I bought these. But anyway, you already know the drill. The majority or all of these books are fantasy fiction, and some involve romance, suspense, well, for one, but it's a range of different genres, but the overarching genre is fantasy fiction and will always be that. It will always be that. I do like comedies though. I do like Dial A for Aunties, like that's a vibe that I fuck with, but it's fiction. So as long as it's just strictly fiction, I'm good. Now I'm going on a tangent. So I'm just gonna stop where I'm at and just start with the first book that I got. All right, so the first book that I have is The Door at the End of the Stars by KJ Sutton. And listen, I read KJ Sutton's book, what was it? Fortuna Sworn. That book is fucking everything. It's so different, you guys. It's so different. Look it up. It's so different. Granted, there's a lot of trigger warnings in that book, and if you're interested, look up the book. She lists out all the trigger warnings, but it was so good to the point where it felt real. Even though it's fantasy fiction, it felt so real to me, and I was so sad, like achingly sad, that I couldn't finish it. However, this is her new book and it's a standalone, and it's not fantasy fiction in that sense. It's, what would you even categorize this book as? I probably should have did my homework more thoroughly before I did this, but basically I'm just gonna give you a gist of the story. I'm gonna read this little paragraph on the back real quick just so I can get the energy behind it, because me just talking and saying stuff, y'all not gonna really get what it is. But anyway, Veronica Torres has heard about hosting along with the rest of the world. In the city of LA, you can rent your body out for a steep price. Wait for it, okay? During the guest stay, hosts will be blissfully unaware of whatever transpires in that time, and there are strict rules in place to protect their body's well-being. Whoa now. That's all you had to tell me. So I find it to be so cool because who's read a book like that before? Who's read a book like that before? And knowing that KJ Sutton is the one who wrote it, I know it's going to be extremely intriguing, y'all, because you're telling me that there's a world where you can sell your body, but not in that way, like, you know, prostitution or escort ship. You literally can, let's say Beyonce like put up her body, right? I could buy her body. My consciousness is in Beyonce's body, and I could be running out there being Beyonce. Like, what? But with this one, it's so intriguing because there's this person. The trick is you don't know who rented out your body. That's part of the contract. You never know who rented out your body, and you're also not supposed to be conscious. However, this main character was conscious, y'all. She's conscious. And the crazy part of it is the person who's renting out her body, she don't know who it is, but there's someone renting out her body and going to hang out with this man. But wait for it, this man ain't no regular man. He's a celebrity, okay? He's a celebrity, and he already has a boo. He's dating someone already. So that means he's having an affair with her. And what gets even trickier is she starts to fall in love with him, but he's not really falling in love with her because her the other person who's renting out her body is the one he's talking to and getting to know and, you know, building a relationship with. It's not her. So she's just on the outside watching. and apparently some stuff pop off, and she don't want to stop this whole thing, and she knows she should say something because in the contract she's supposed to not be conscious. She's not supposed to know anything. She's supposed to be going in and coming out scot-free, and she just get paid, right? But she hasn't been going to the people of this little place and telling them, yo, like, I see what they doing, like, I know who she's seeing. Anyway, she's starting to fall in love with the guy. It starts to get creepy, crazy. But for me, I find it interesting because of who is writing it. Like, when I tell you, if you've ever read Fortuna Sworn, you are gonna probably want to read this book. Now, I haven't read it yet. I'll come back and let y'all know what the vibes really are. But for me, it felt like a must do. It felt like a must do, for sure. For sure. The second book that I decided to get is mostly because of TikTok. Like, I can't lie, I'm addicted to TikTok. I love being swept into the world of book talk. And, you know, I just love to hear about new books through other people's perspectives rather than knowing what the actual book is about. That's a new thing for me. Normally, I like to read the back, what's it about, who's the author, what are other people saying about it on Goodreads. But for this one, I just knew. For this one, I knew I was just gonna love it. And this one is Magnolia Parks by Julia Hastings, is it? No, it's Jessa Hastings. Yeah, Jessa Hastings. My bad, girl. So in this one, I don't know what it's about. I don't know what it's about. I don't. And that's because I didn't look into it, because everyone just said, don't worry about it. Like, if you love Gossip Girl and you loved Blair Waldorf and Chuck's relationship, then this is the book for you. I heard it was hella toxic. I heard like toxic as in they're together but then they're not, and they dating all these other people, and it's like, it's just a lot of drama. Like, that's what I want. Okay, I don't want drama in my real life, because whoa no. Okay, I'd rather read about it, and this is the perfect time. Also, it's wintertime and the cover is giving Christmas, you know what I mean, giving Christmas vibes, even though it's not a Christmas book. But that's besides the point. Anyway, I really love Gossip Girl, so I'm really hoping that whoever I heard that from on TikTok actually was right. Because if they're wrong, again, you're gonna hear about it. You're gonna hear about it. So that's the second book I decided to get for this haul. So the next book I got was because I was on YouTube, you know, just reading or listening to somebody else's book haul, and this book in particular, it just stood out because it seems like a quick, fun read, you know, something that could potentially be real, but it's not, because there's, you know, mythical creatures in it. So let me show you what I'm talking about. The book I'm talking about is The Dark King, and it's by Gina L. Maxwell. Yeah, Gina L. Maxwell. Basically, this book follows a girl who, she's having career woes. Child, I don't know if she was fired. I don't know if she just hated her job and she's like in a midlife crisis. I don't know. But to make herself feel better, she decided that she should go to Vegas, live it up, get drunk, you know, things you do in Vegas. A girl could only assume that's what she wanted to do. But then she wakes up and realizes she's married, and she's like, what the fuck, I'm married. But wait, she's not married to no regular guy. She's married to a fake king of the night court. Now, it's not as simple as one would think. Basically, it's not everything that you think. I gotta start that over. So she realizes she's married to the fake king of the night court, and when it's the night court, they're more mischievous, evil, you know, you catch the vibes. And so he starts to lure her in, because he's like, yo, we married, what's done is done, you're the queen now, you have to come back with me. And she does, against her will, whatever. But then she starts to realize, wait, is it against my will? Do I want to leave? Because she starts to enjoy everything, including him, if you catch my drift. And yeah, it just goes from there. But yeah, I just find it so interesting that she went, like, it was a plan, it was a scheme, you know. With every book there's always a plan, there's always a scheme. But I find it interesting how she's just so happens to be married to this Fae king, and she don't want to leave the Fae world, and at this point she's trying to pretend like she wants to leave, like she wants to be free, but she starts to fall for him, probably for all the wrong reasons. But you know, bad things start to happen to her, but she really doesn't really, you know, it's not really hitting her. I guess she doesn't really care like that. But anywho, yeah, so I'm excited for that one. It's a tie right now. I don't know if I want to start the Dark King first or okay, so apparently I don't know how to charge a battery. But yeah, again, I don't know which one I want to read first. I don't know if I want to read the Dark King first, because I think that's going to be like a cute, easy read, yet toxic. And then I also think that I kind of really want to read, what is it? I want to read the KJ Sutton one also. So it'll depend which one I read and if I vlog about it. But yeah, that's that one. Now, okay, so let's get into the last book that I got, and that is Flames of Chaos. Who is the author of this book? Oh right, Amelia Hutchins. Like, she put her name here instead of on here, but that's her business. Anyways, so this book has been on my Amazon book wish list for like the longest, maybe 2 years if I'm correct. And basically it just follows this guy. Well, let me just read the first paragraph of this one too, so y'all get the gist, because you know me, I'm just gonna start saying stuff. But Arya and her sisters return to the human realm of Haven Falls to find one of their own that's gone missing. They soon discover things have changed in the human realm, and that nothing is what it seems, including Knox, the egotistical, self-centered, frustratingly gorgeous man who declared himself king during their absence. Sparks fly when the two enter a fiery battle of wills, as Arya learns she is more than just a witch in the Hecate bloodline, or is it Hecate? I don't know. She is much, much more. So basically this is an enemies to lovers story as well, set in a mythical world. So I'm automatically here for it. It's also set, it seems like, on Earth, but I can't, yeah, it says the human realm. So I'm just gonna assume, we're just going to assume that it's the human world. But basically it says, will Knox let go of the memories of his past, driving his need for revenge, or basically will he fall in love with the witch, which is what she is. So yeah, I don't remember what intrigues me about it, but I knew that it had been on my list for so long, and I remember being so excited about this book, thinking that someone was gonna get it for me, because I sent this list I sent this list to someone and they didn't get this book, and at that time it was only 3 books. So I was like, anyways, I'm grateful. No, really, I'm glad I was able to get it for myself. But yeah, that is my book haul for this month. Really, I'm just gonna consider it like a birthday book haul, because I bought some books on a whim. I bought some books, yeah, one of these books was on the whim. One, I don't even know what it's really about, so fingers crossed there. And yeah, so hopefully one of these books sounded interesting to you, and if you've read any of these books before, please feel free to leave a comment down below, because I'm curious to know like what other people rated it, and if people thought they were trash or are excited for me to read one of these books. I don't know. But anyway, I feel so excited that I bought some books in bulk. Like, I don't even know what to do with myself. Like, I genuinely don't know what to do. But anyway, thanks for watching this. Hope you enjoyed, and feel free to subscribe if you're interested in the books that I've been sharing recently, because I feel like if we match vibes, then this is the place for you. If you want nonfiction, I can recommend some people to you. I can't recommend. But anywho, thanks again for watching, and I hope you stick around for the next one. Bye.